We're back at it. We are, you know, working towards that beautiful red science. Um, Sorry, not red science, green science. We already had the red. We're doing so. Red's automation. Now we're automating all these processes, building our second instantiation of our factory, and then now we're working towards logistics. Yeah. So we're really working on getting our green circuits, which will enable us to start really building the next portion where we get some inserters. So we've already gotten. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do the underground splitters, and then but we need electric stuff. So this is probably just the initial piece of this, and then this will get moved down the line a little bit further once we get this guy set up. I just needed to. We're gonna need a lot of belts, so it's nice to have um, belt capacity. Well, belt building capacity, not just belts on top or parts on top of the belt. It's probably not a bad idea to see where we are defensively because we've got this radar going. Starting to see we got a little feller out here. It's a good little base right there developing. It's also a lot of coal. Starting to identify kind of where we're going to go for resources. So there's a nice little coal or the stone deposit. Earn them. Coal. All right. So probably gonna have to go and destroy those dudes. Okay. Make it happen. Let's get some more bullets. Let's get some iron. Just trying to reload it. We're kind of getting where we have too much coal. Do something about that, and then we got to develop our. We got to start bringing the copper down. What's that? Okay. Yeah, I'm pausing on that because the further I develop my science, the more I start really worrying about population growth of the biters. They're not really set up yet with walls and defenses, so. Alright, it's time to upgrade you. Do I have? Yes. Awesome. Let's do this. Let's put it on one side. Okay, I'm going to get 6 more. Did I not pick up an iron here? Okay. Got bullets. Good. That. Let's put. I've got. Let's clear some space in the inventory. I'm just going to throw a gun turret in here. Just right there. Just give me time to get back over here. If this is the side that gets attacked, we'll start developing walls and whatnot here before long. I know we're going to have to go on a wood mission here soon. It's nice. The power extends to that side. Yeah. Okay. So then we're gonna need. I'm gonna need a bunch more. Let's go get some wood real quick. It's funny to me needing wood after doing one playthrough of this. you can never figure out what to do with all the wood you have as you're clearing space for stuff. At the beginning of the game, you spend forever just like coming out here collecting it. Didn't even realize all this was right here. I probably won't build my third, because the third one will be much more like much more serious version of the lab, or the factory, if you want to call it lab. So I probably won't build that till I get bots. Once I get bots, then I'll worry about that. All right, let's go ahead and get a few more of these going. Okay, so we got to repeat basically this. Why is it only on one side? That is why. It's still producing. Gotta be careful not to just. Let's see. I might just go up here. Let me go ahead and get. Let's get 6 of these going. Because I'm gonna run out of coal pretty quick if I don't. I'm gonna keep the original part of my base that I had going for now until I need the space. Now. Shouldn't have to worry about coal. And then I'm going to basically repeat this. I'm also going to make, there's going to be a third. You can never have enough iron. That'll go up there. Alright, and then we'll have another one that'll be the 2 belts for the this will be for, oh man, I don't know if I can do that right there. Gotta have this all set up right here. Yeah, make it ugly. We'll move everything up there eventually. Where do I want to put this little station at? It makes sense to kind of get down here and get out of the way of everything. But I can keep moving that way. Or I can probably easier to relocate all of that over there. Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna build this. If we go this way, we can stack them now. Let's do that. We're gonna go Raj. Yeah. And then I'm gonna move. Let me go ahead and get all this going, and then I can move all that. I'm gonna need a bunch of these. Let's do 5. Beatums. Then I do that. Yeah. On the outside, I have the coal. Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna bring it all the way down here. Yeah, I'm gonna be running out of coal here real quick. That's not gonna be fun. I might turn and bring this down from the bottom just to make it a little cleaner. You're not producing that much, are we? Let's, I'm not going to do a balancer. I'm just going to do a flipper. I'll get into line balancing when it matters. I mean, I guess I could balance it. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Do I have? I think I have that blueprint saved too. From previous. I might go through the math to the. That's a 2 line, right? It's a 4. So it would give me like a 2 line perfect balance. Okay. Either way, we got a decent pull coming through. We're gonna need power. We got a power block going right here. Planet dude. The dudening. Alright. We have power. This is going to be, let's see. If they're bringing their output to that side. So, okay, this side will be the copper, right? And I'm going to bring it where? I guess I can just bring it down. I can just move these sideways. That'll be probably plenty for now. If I need to adjust later, I can. Or do I bring it up and run it across? Yeah, I could do that. I'm probably gonna have that anyways. Okay. I make them develop down too. Okay. So that'll go the other way, and then this will be supplies, and I'm gonna actually have that brought from the bottom too. Just have to fix those links. Hello. Lo-fi beats W6Q. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. I've got to work here in about an hour. I probably should log on. It's turkey week. Just maintaining at work. Not doing any big science. Factory must grow this week. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have one right now. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm gonna need some long arm fellers too. Bring some iron. This would be a nice part, man, when I got the automation set up where I can just go and get a big stack of the iron being built. This isn't very efficient right now, so that's what we got. I got some gold rolling in now. Gold. I like to call this one gold. It's copper. That would have been an interesting mod to this. It's like you have precious metals. I don't know what you do with them. Been kind of cool. Oh, hello everybody. Just watching the factory grow, man. This is slow. Good grief. Do better. Actually, let's upgrade this feller. Do it one fast inserter. These are expensive in resources right now. Later, everything will be a fast inserter. Look at that thing go, man. Get it. Ivan the inserter, non-stop. Just dominates out there. Now I got these two guys working again, and they were blocked by the belt. Alright. So then we go back. I've got this turned the wrong way, I guess. I mean, you don't have gas. Who are you going into? It's weird. Never had that before. And you're gonna need some love, huh? Gosh, power poles. It just... We get better power poles later. We should deal with what we got right now. Alright, so I need to go ahead and start making this. I don't have any more undergrounds. Just bring that in. This will come all the way down. I have to go ahead and build the power station before I delete the other one, or else my whole thing will fall apart. Put it right here. Do I have a boiler? Yes, sweet. So we're gonna put the boiler, yeah, 1 block away from the coal because it has to have coal. It's gonna have steam coming out right there. Okay. Then you're gonna have to have piping. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to put this on the hotkey. Oops. Hello, hello. Bring that down. Let's see. You know what? It'll probably just be, let's just do another one. I'll delete that one down there. Gosh, the iron. Our iron production. Not good. Not good at all. I guess I could steal some from this. I don't want to do that though. Ugh. Boy, I am out of everything, ain't I? Okay. CBR, don't hate on it, man. You'll love these railroad tracks. Before long, you'll be telling me about how the factory must grow and that you can't, that you need this to fall asleep to. Leave it on your phone, set it on your nightstand, and then just let me, whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Oh, man, did I really do that? All right, now we got this feller. Oh, of course you don't. We don't have any juice. I don't know that you ever sleep, man. I'm always kind of impressed that you answer my Discord messages at like 6 a.m. You were streaming till 3. Um, sleep's good for you, man. What do you think about the new, all the new, the leaks for Mega Dream? Is there anything that catches your eye? I don't want that. We'll go this way. All right, I got my steam engines now. We're gonna build our steam. We'll have to connect everything. Put a little bit of wood in there to get it going. Beautiful. We have power. Which reminds me, I probably should look to see what our. Oh, we're getting on up there. We're gonna delete this bad boy. Going down there, Scooter. Yeah, I hear you, man. Whenever I moved back from Japan, when I was in the military, you'd get like all of your shifts. You'd switch like every like 3 or 4 months. So by the time you move back to the States, it's like my body didn't know when to sleep for years. And then I started going back to college at the same time. So it was like, that didn't really help because study all night. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of leaks, man. I think basically everything's been leaked now. Overall, I'm I'm kind of meh about it personally. I'm very disappointed with the Dragonite. It was not what I'd hoped it would be. Um, but there's some cool ones. The Frostlast to me looked really good. Um, the SAR did. I don't know that I really care for. I did like the Dragonite attack rare. Another gold Zard? I thought 250 was the full set list from the. Well, that was the English listing, so I guess it could be wrong. Why did I do that? It's just a waste of materials. This now. There we go. Take this bad boy down. Yeah, man, like same Pokemon, same ones we've seen for like 3 years, man, or 2 years. Oh, okay. I thought the Gold Zard from Phantasmal looked terrible. Like I like the golds from Mega Evolution, but the Phantasmal one's kind of derpy to me. Like kind of meh. I'll probably get it because an idiot, but didn't look that good. I forgot I'm supposed to have a 2 block gap between these guys. That sucks. Screw it. Just leave it as it is. All right, I think I have everything now to get the next group going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this over. Oh. You want a 2 block gap that we have room to kind of manipulate. Well, I feel like you're very much value driven when it comes to a lot of the cards. I mean, like, is there a card, let's say, like, Scarlet Violet era that you're like, wow, that's a gorgeous card? Or is it mostly for you just like, how much is it worth? Can I get PSA 9s or find gradable cards and make a ton of money? Keep my, I feel like you're also kind of like me where you just like to rip, see new things. Oh, 38. I'll have to get going here in a minute. This one we're going to need copper. Actually, I should probably just go ahead and build this thing out. We are going to need a healthy amount of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need some light. We're going to need some factories, some automation machines. Gardevoir looked good. I like the Mega Evolution Gardevoir is a huge chase for me. I would love to have that, but after opening an ungodly amount of Mega Evolution, I never got it. I didn't get any of the top 4, and I got a lot of dupes, so I had to trade for some stuff. But um, yeah, Miraidon, Koraidon. You know the Miraidon and Koraidon from the let's see, which one's the future one? The Miraidon. The Miraidon art rare that was in the ETB, like the dark background. I thought that in the city was. I thought that card was amazing. Yeah, but I think like if you're in the hobby long enough and you realize like the only way for me to maintain this without going broke is you have to be good at identifying. Um, uh, you have to be good at identifying like gradable cards so that you can send them off and make money and kind of keep surviving in the hobby. I know you had a business for us; so it's probably a whole different mindset with that. But like, I definitely, try to be smart when it comes to buying and selling, and that way I can kind of feel like I'm close to breaking even though I'm probably really not. But that's beside the point. What my wife thinks and what is true is 2 different things. Is it just from like the mindset of always looking to grade? or is it like the outward opinion of it? I think were you talking about the Gardevoir from Scarlet Violet base? You used to have fun ripping. Well, when you do a rip and shit, man, you rip too much now. You've ruined it for yourself. Iron, iron, iron. I wonder if that's like a common cycle for most people too. It's just like you go hot in the hobby because everything's new. You haven't built opinions about certain sets and cards, and then been up, I don't know, was over 10 contenders now. Yeah, yeah, because like you, especially when you look at like vintage or mid era, you're like, gosh, if this PSA 8 or 9 can be upgraded to a 10, it literally like tenfold, order of magnitude more money. Um, and then the same is true kind of still for modern, especially with like that art rare swell that the carp went to $1,000, where PSA 10s of those, you know, three maybe $400 at most. I can do sealed if it's a set that I've already completed. Otherwise, I just stare at the box and be like, that gold Gardevoir's in there. I know it is. And also, I can't, like, if you're getting product that close to MSRP, that's fine for sealed. But if you're buying $300 booster boxes to keep sealed, you're already factoring in 3 to 5 years of growth. Like, it's not going to move. And my point is, look at Paldea Evolved and Silver Tempest. They're $400, and I think the other one's like $380. So what is that relative to a current modern booster box? Modern booster box, $250 to $300. So you're not even doubling your money yet on those, and those sets have been out for 3 years now. The gambler's fallacy. I too exist in it. Yeah, if you're getting distro, then it makes sense from an investor standpoint. But like for me, I don't have that option, so I'm not gonna even consider sealed unless I can find product for the right price. Or like, and I don't like keeping a bunch of sleeved sealed. It's just, I don't know. It's probably even harder to move. The best liquidity is booster boxes. So, uh, and my plan with what I've got sealed is to like once they're worth double of a modern set, and it's a set that I feel like has good growth potential, I will trade one to two, and then keep working that cycle up over a decade or so, and then see what I've got sealed wise. I mean, gosh, if we get back to $100, $120 booster boxes, I'll load up. All right, you got me talking too much. Factory must grow, man. Oh, really? I wish that was the case, man. Spent too much money lately on overpriced product. All right, now we get Copper Age. Oh, that's right. That's the wrong one. Shouldn't get the first layer of this down, so the first two. Yeah. Of course you want power. You always want power. This might not be enough electrical because this is going to require either basing it off of the bigger electrical boxes or electrical towers. Get us a little bit of light. Look at that. Got light. Oh man, so good. We'll see you. That'll see you for Turkey Day. Gobble gobble, man. You gotta bring some iron plates down. Boom. These are, yeah, combiners. So they really just kind of give you an idea of what these lines are. These are the Nilaus blueprints. If you'll ever get into this game, just Google Nilaus, Nilaus. Trust me, it'll be, it's worth it. What's weird, you can't chat in your own chat box from stream. I don't understand that. Uh-oh, we're getting attacked. I'll go ahead and build me one of those. I'm coming. Yeah, look at that little guy. Look at him. That is an ugly son of a gun right there. And now we will just put this bad boy right from y'all. Load him up. Some iron now. I don't have any wet food for my cat. He's being quite evil right now. I'm just gonna stir him up. Don't murder me, dude. Okay. Let's finish building out the green circuit castle here. I'm gonna have so many of these little wooden ones. Do I really not have? Ugh. Fix this layer. So then I'll bring this up and make it its own belt fed line. Oh, I don't have any underground belts. Gosh, I can't wait to fix all this. Now it'll be its own thing. We'll have a single line of green circuits. So yeah, we'll do the top 3 first. Move myself out of the way. After I build this, I should be able to automate a lot of this stuff. Okay, I think that's all of that first layer. So now I've got all of them working right, doing their thing. Nope, I don't have iron yet. Do now though. Okay. So now we'll work on this side of it. I'm kind of getting concerned about these guys. They are growing. They're at 4 now. And you got another little pocket right there. I don't see anybody over here. Well, good gosh, we've got a lot of uranium right at the front. We are far from the nuclear age. Right now, we're just trying to get to the logistical science age. Oh, man. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get this feather. There we go. We're going to need more of those. Dang it. Go ahead and go get some more iron. Get some more belts. Got 400. You can see why I added the belts first. You definitely use more belts than anything, man. You're going to need more inserters. Perfect. We can get this first guy going. Okay. We got number 1 going. Let's light up the world. Alright, now we gotta get number 2 going. So we're gonna need iron portion. Alright. Everybody's working now. We have our first layer of green circuits, so I'll build the back half of it later as we need more. So now we are going to build what? So I go ahead and add in we can do, yeah, that's easy. What about these? Not as easy. So if we wanted to do underground ones, we could just add another layer. Yeah, we'll just make this dumb for now. So we'll take the bottom half, right? So we'll build this guy, and he will be my underground component. What he is going to do is output it. I can output it to the same belt, but I'll get blocked at some point. I could make it all smarter based upon that box. And then I wouldn't have, we can just make that big a deal. Hey, calm down. And then this will be an underground thing. Boom. And let's not be crazy here, man. Let's get a wire that thing till it, yeah, enable. this. We aren't ever going to need, so whenever it's less than 50, it'll say. Oh, we don't need more than that. Don't want to waste a bunch of products. That would give me those guys. And now for this thing. Oh, that's right. You need electric. Oh, that's so stupid. Am I going to move this whole thing down? Could siphon off a little bit. Alright, we're just going to rig it. Yep, you're going to come out. You're going to go back around. You're going to go right down here. Okay. So we're going to get our belts from there. Get these guys from there. Bring this down. Those. And then we'll build that. And I reckon we'll just have to put the output right here. Once again, let's not be crazy. What are the splitters for on the copper input lines in the green chips build? These right here. I am guessing whenever we upgrade this later, it gives you a second line. Let's see. It's a great question. I think there's just it's an upgradable feature for later, or kind of a space saving. I can show you for a later blueprint. If it's not for that, then I have no idea. Let me see this guy. So let's see if we can discern it from here. Whenever we did like this is later on, you get more capability, and I'm guessing it's just for higher capacity. Yeah, so later on, when you're going to need a lot more copper throughput to feed your copper cable stuff. So if you just had one single line, it would run out of copper on that line, depending on how many you have. So you feed a second line of copper into this, and then you'll have it running, and then you'll use it to kind of help feed your main belt here with additional copper as you get further down the line. So it's just an artifact of what you're going to do your expansion later. Like I said, the guy that I took a lot of these blueprints from is Nilaus, Nilaus. I think he's like Swedish or one of those Northern European countries, but he's like the expert at this. So I've used a lot of his really efficient designs, especially when it comes to like a lot of the basic building blocks. Like other things, I'll like to just play and do it my own way or come up with the math, but mainly for the circuits, man. I like his, because these are just like, they're so critical for everything you're designing later. I like to do it this way. Oh, we're running out of juice anyway. Yeah, we're going to have to go build that. Okay, so, but at least now I have, let's see, we've got belts, underground belts, and splitters all automated. Next we'll be worrying about these guys to automate those. And then we also have circuits done. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and get us a few of these. How are my belts doing? We got plenty of belts. Yeah, I do use blueprints for some of the early game stuff. Just from the, it would take me forever to watching me fumble through a lot of this, and I'm gonna try to stay minimum with blueprints just because I don't know. It's easy just to use blueprints and beat the whole game and not really ever feel like you played. But then sometimes it's cool to look at them for ideas of efficiency. I gotta make one run room gap for the electrical. Nah, we've doubled our capacity. How does that make us look? We have capacity of 5.4. Your game. Well, I get mad at myself whenever I'm like, it'd be fun to just create my own thing instead of just looking. Because I've played this several years, and I don't know. You don't ever feel like you've played if you've just copied somebody else's stuff sometimes. Like let the spaghetti happen, man. If it looks ugly, it looks ugly. You know, I don't know. We got some. We don't have much growth for power, but it's fine for now. Hey, but thanks for watching, man. All right, we got power. We got that. Let's go work on inserters. So I'm not going to worry about fast inserters quite yet. They're just really expensive for what I've got ore wise. I'm going to build our basic inserter and then our long armed inserter. So let's start with this guy. We're going to need iron. It's probably going to just kind of look like what we got here. Build and oh, we don't have. That's probably the next one. How much cost to build one of these? Justify. Some one space block. Okay. I'll probably build this inserter portion out, and then I'm gonna probably take a break for a little while. See what the wife and kids are up to. Simon, I don't really run into too many people who also play this game. Um, when I was my previous job, when I was at NASA, there were several folks that loved to play it, and they got me hooked to it. Um, but yeah, I don't run into many people who even know what this is. It's not one of those. The graphics are kind of basic. Doesn't really get too many people excited for it, I guess. Gosh, I can't wait to have inserters. Boom. Round one of the inserters. And then we can just make it basic. The box. We need a box. Oh. What do you think? 100? Be too crazy with this. It's a busy time of the year, man. I gotta go hang lights, work on bathrooms, do a little work for the job. So now we're gonna do the long arm guy, or the long arm tribe, or is it long arm tribe from One Piece? And we need another, so we'll build that guy right. Yeah. Send these guys all the way down. And then we need what? Like that. This is going to be gears. Oh. There we go. Put this there. That there. And let's see, do I have everything now? No. He needs iron plates. Does he need gear? No. Okay. Not gears, but these guys, the green circuits. I think we have a. Oh. Didn't need to do that though. I don't have anywhere to put them now. Well, what we can do is we can move this down. Calm down there, kid. Put us one space. Yeah. Put that back to gears. Shoot there. Don't have gears. You've made gears. Oh, you've got output. Okay. We'll do this at 50 for now. Boom. Automation, it's beautiful. Okay. The next thing. Bullets and guns, right? Nah, or walls. We need defensive structures. Once we get defensive structures up, and then probably electric mining as well, logistics and stuff going, I'll be comfortable with starting to expand. So I'm going to do these. I'm going to do gun turrets, walls, and firearms, or bullets. Bullets will be in the back, so they're going to feed into a wall structure. So let's see here. Okay, let's start with guns. Let's bring this down a little bit. Oops. Actually, let's do assembly machines, because I've got everything here for that. Yeah. For any gears. Yeah. Okay. Always need more power. Okay. We're going to need a box. Long arm. short arm. Well, do you need? You need a short. You need a long. Beautiful. We'll dump it off into a box. And we're going to be reasonable here. We're going to put some limits here. So we're never going to use more than 25, so that'll be fine. And then the beauty of this is I think we can just immediately build turrets right here. Oh, we need gears for turrets? Okay. Alright. Yeah, this will be my last little bit here, and then I'm going to go see what the fam's doing for breakfast. I'll probably be on later today. For those that are invested. Oh, we've got technology. Cool. I think we can go faster when we mine ourselves. Yeah. I don't want to do any of these yet. That'll just cause the biters to grow even faster. So wait till we have walls and defensive structures starting to set up yet. Okay, let's see here. Yep. The copper. We'll run some copper straight back down. Boom, now we got copper. A little balancing in there. Light balancing. You're going to need probably more than 50 of these for now. Oh, that's going to need a long arm. And out of long arms. Let's get some more. Beautiful. He needs steel plates, so he needs a long arm. These are a little slower to build, but this will be good. This will help us there. Alright. What's next? Walls. So I'm going to have to build a whole thing for sending stone, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to have a whole new area. Probably come out here and build it right up here. Stone generation. Goodness gracious, we do not have a large stone deposit. That ain't good. The mining. Real quick, let's do mining first. And then that's easy. I probably can just do it with what I've got down here. Alright. I have been summoned. I enjoyed it, guys. I'll be back on here in a little while.